Jimmy, we've really just only met, and you are already, to me, a bit of a Rubik's Cube
Okay.
in so many ways. And I've been trying to piece the pieces together to understand the uniqueness of you, because you're so unbelievably unique. We just drove over here in the car, and hearing you speak about the way that you view life and speaking to you yesterday on the phone, I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of people, and I've never, ever met someone who has
Wow.
the perspective on life that you have. You are truly unique. What do I need to understand about your earliest years to understand who you are?
Oh boy. Yeah, my earliest years, I'm just stubborn, man. I just never give up. I mean, there's no world where I ever would have quit. I mean, if we're just jumping right into it, it's no intro or anything, just boom. That's how you hold people. When I was 11, I just said, I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to die trying. And I meant it. And there was even if no one still watches my videos to this day, I would still be going. And so people hate it, but I'm just the most competitive, stubborn person you'll ever meet. And I just never give up.
And where did that come from?
I have no idea, to be honest. Honestly, it feels like it was just in my DNA and my bloodstream. My mom hated it growing up. We'd always argue, and she has this thing where once Jimmy sets his mind to something, he just never stops. And it would always piss her off because when it was YouTube and she wanted me to be studying or things like that. But I really don't know. It's just always been how I am. And I think a lot of people have these weird tendencies and they tend to try to unlearn them. And I had phases in my life where I was like, am I too extreme? People are very intimidated by me because I just am so obsessed with work and I'm so all in. And is this unhealthy? Should I try to be more like a normal human? And especially when I was a teenager, it's a lot easier. It's funny when you're making lots of money, it's admirable, it's respectable. It's look, those are traits we want. But when you're not successful, you're a lunatic when you have all these traits. And so back then I'd occasionally be like, man, should I try to be more normal? But I just could never do it. Anytime I tried to, I mean, I've mentioned this before, but one of the things that I have a memory of that really is burned in my brain is people one time, a high schooler told me when I was in middle school, all you do is talk about YouTube. Do you know how to do anything else? You're just a freak. And I tried to watch South Park, because that's what a lot of people in my school watch to fit in. And I just couldn't. I was like, this is such a waste of time. I don't I could be working right now. And I tried to do all these things to fit in. And I eventually just stopped talking because I just didn't relate to anyone. And people used to call me mute. One of my teachers literally asked if I was mute, because that's how little I spoke, because no one in the school I went to was entrepreneurial or wanted to build businesses. And I just didn't want to do anything else. And eventually I started to succeed, found other lunatics, and now life's great. But, I like to tell this story when I'm on podcasts, because if you have a younger viewer who's in that same spot, you're not the problem. It's your environment. And you just got to put yourself in a better environment.
What about your parents, mum and dad? You talk about your mother a lot.
Yeah. No, I don't. I didn't get it from them.
Well, what influence did they both have on you?
Well, I don't really talk about my dad much. That's, a long story. Don't need to get into it. But my mom, honestly, it's great now. Me and my mom have a phenomenal relationship, but on the come up, it was pretty rough because in 2008, they were over leveraged. So we literally went bankrupt. And so they had properties that they used to get other properties. And then when everything collapsed, they lost basically everything. And so my mom was working 2 jobs and, barely getting by. And so I didn't see her that much because when I was coming home from school, she was doing her second job. So it was a lot because she was a single mom raising us. She's working all the time. I don't talk about a lot of this. I have Crohn's disease, so I was very sick growing up. My brother also had issues as well. And so, we're not the healthiest kids in our teenage year. She's just trying to get by and take care of us. And then, she comes home and she just has this brat that's being annoying and I want to be a YouTuber. And she's just begging me. Sometimes she would literally cry and beg me to do homework. And I mean, I was like, I didn't mean it in a mean way, but I mean, even one time I literally told her, if you want my homework done sometime, why don't you just do it? That's what I told my mom. What am I doing? I don't know. I was just I don't care. I just want to be successful. I want to build businesses. And